Hello and welcome to Markets View at Deven Choksey, the daily market podcast where we decode the Indian financial markets. Taking the cues from what happened in the global markets and starting with the GIFT Nifty, this morning the GIFT Nifty is trading higher, indicating a fresh start and a start in positive for the Indian markets. Talking about the Asian markets mostly are rising with Nikkei at fresh 34-year high. China producer prices continue to fall constantly as we see the Nikkei, Kospi, all the markets are trading higher. However, the Hong Kong market is seeing some concerns. So clearly one can say that the Asian markets are on a positive side. If we take a look at the US markets, the stock futures are flat in overnight trading, S&P 500 on the brink of 5,000. And in the yesterday's trading session, the Dow Jones, S&P and Nasdaq were trading in green, where Dow Jones was up and it closed with a positive move of around 150 points. However, the Nasdaq did close with a positive move of around 147 points, and S&P 500 also witnessed signals in green. Talking about the bullion market and the energy pack, the oil edges up with slim progress in Gaza peace talks. The Brent crude is trading somewhere near $79 to $80 a barrel. And if we have a look at the bullion market, the gold prices are flat as traders await more Fed cues. So clearly in gold and silver, both in international market and in domestic market, you will see a flat trend. So this is how the trade setup for today's trading session in the global markets looks like. Let's take a look at the trade setup for today. The market, if we see the yesterday's trading session, there was a lot of ups and downs seen. Of course, there was a lot of stock-specific action in the broader markets too. However, the market seems to be cautious ahead of RBI's monetary policy scheduled in today's session, as the participants may be awaiting the commentary about the rate cut cycle and inflation and growth forecast. The Nifty 50 made a healthy attempt in yesterday's trading session to close the big bearish gap, which was 21,970, which is the upper band of the gap created on 17th of January, but failed due to selling pressure in late morning deals and remained range bound in the rest of the session. Hence, unless the index gives a strong closing above 21,970, the sustained uptrend towards a record high of 22,126 is likely in coming sessions, while 21,750 to 21,700 is expected to be immediate support for the index. In yesterday's session, the Sensex was down around 34 points to close at 72,152, while Nifty gained around on an action base and closed at 21,930. And of course, we did see volatility and clearly did form, the indices were forming a bearish candlestick pattern as well on daily charts, with a lower shadow on daily charts. Technically, this action indicates a choppy movement, and the market is expecting RBI's mid-quarter policy outcome to show a directional move. In the short term, there are chances that the trend of Nifty will continue to be positive. There is a higher possibility of an upside breakout of 21,950 to 22,000 mark in the short term. Immediate support is at 21,750. For the past few days, the Nifty has been consolidating above the critical moving averages, indicating a positive trend in the short term. A drop below 21,700 might trigger panic in the market. Conversely, a decisive move above 22,125 could spark a smart rally in the market. The broader markets remain strong for yet another session, with the Nifty mid-cap 100 and small-cap 100 indices rising over 0.7% each. So this is how the trade setup looked like in the yesterday's trading session. The market is cautious before the credit policy announcement. Let's take a look at the key support and the resistance levels for both Nifty and Bank Nifty. Nifty is likely to take immediate support at 21,874, followed by 21,829 and 21,755, while on the higher side it may see immediate resistance at 21,948, followed by 22,067 and 22,141 levels. In the yesterday's session, Bank Nifty snapped a 3-day losing streak and climbed 128 points to close at 45,819, but formed a bearish candlestick pattern on the daily charts, with a long lower shadow on the daily time frame as the closing was below opening levels. The chances are that the retracement is going to continue till 46,300 to 46,500 over the next few trading sessions, Crucial support is placed at 45,500 to 45,400. For Bank Nifty, it is expected to take support at 45,665 followed by 45,560 and 45,392 levels, while on the higher side the index may see resistance at 45,859 followed by 46,107 and 46,276 levels. So these are the important support and resistance levels for both Nifty and Bank Nifty. Let's take a look at the important results which will be posted today. Grasim Industries, Life Insurance Corporation of India, Power Finance Corporation, Zomato, Biocon, Aarti Industries, Apollo Hospitals, Aster DM Healthcare, AstraZeneca Pharma, Balrampur Chini, BML, Escorts Kubota, India Shelter Finance Corporation, Patanjali Foods, Rail Vikas Nigam Limited, Thermax, Torrent Power and Zydus Wellness will release December quarter earnings in today's trading session. Let's quickly take a look at the stocks and news. Tata Consumer Products, the FMCG company, has registered a 17% year-on-year decline in consolidated profit at 302 crore for the quarter ended December FY24, despite healthy operating numbers impacted by an exceptional loss of 92 crore. Revenue from operations grew by 9.5% on a year-on-year basis to 3,804 crore for the quarter. Power Grid Corporation of India will be in focus as the state-owned electric service company has recorded a 10.5% year-on-year growth in consolidated net profit at 4,028 crore for the October to December period of FY24, despite higher tax cost driven by healthy operating numbers. Revenue from operations grew by 2.6% on a year-on-year basis to 11,550 crore for the quarter. Lupin is another stock which will be in focus as the pharma company has clocked a four-fold increase in consolidated profit at 613 crore for the quarter ended December FY24 against 154 crore in the year-ago period, backed by growth across segments with US business growing 24% and India 13.4%. Revenue from operations jumped 20% on a year-on-year basis to 5,197 crore for the quarter. Keep an eye on SJVN as the company has received the letter of intent from Gujarat Urja Vikas Nigam for a 200 megawatt solar power project in GUVNL phase. The next stock in focus will be Apollo Tyres as the tire manufacturing company has recorded consolidated profit of 497 crore for the third quarter of FY24, growing 78% over a year ago period despite muted top line backed by healthy operating numbers. Revenue from operations during the same period grew by 2.7% to 6,595 crore. And last but not the least, Mankind Pharma. Promoters Sheetal Arora, Arjun Juneja and Pooja Juneja have decided to sell a combined stake of 1.62% in Mankind to comply with the requirements of minimum public shareholding. A block deal of around 1,330 crore has been launched for the above divestment at a floor price of 2,050 per share. So these are all the important stocks and news we need to consider for the trading session today. Let's take a look at the FIs and DIs data. The foreign institutional investors net sold shares worth Rs 1,691 crore, while domestic institutional investors purchased shares worth Rs 328 crore on February 7th. So these are the important takeaways, and this is how the trade setup for today's session looks like. With this, we come to the wrap of our podcast session for today. As we clearly say that the market conditions can be volatile, and research in all of these conditions will help you and is the backbone of successful portfolio creation. Wealth creation is an art that we understand. We at Deven Choksey have our exclusive research services which are powerful and successful. To avail our exclusive research services, we invite you to join us. Just click on the link below and you are done. Fill in your basic details and our team will reach out to you. So don't wait any further and embark on a wealth building adventure together. Thank you and have a nice day.